Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel that brings you everything old school related. And today we are playing in Tournament 56 of X Points. This is match number 2. So if you haven't seen match number 1, please do find that in the playlist, where you can see me face off against Lion Dib Boat. I won't let you know the result, so you can watch that match. But it's a very interesting match. And yeah, some decent plays, so check out that video. Also give the video a like and subscribe. It goes a long way to supporting future content. Also, it is pointed, this format, so there is up to 10 points allowed in each deck. The point system is on the screen now, and it's a non-proxy friendly format. Unfortunately for me, this has affected my deck, which we'll discuss in just a second, and I did discuss in the last video certain cards that I would have in this deck that I just don't own or haven't got the money to buy them. So, but it is what it is. You got to play with what you got. Anyway, so I hope you liked the video, guys. Hope you like the decks. Max is playing a very decent deck, Underworld Dreams type deck. So yeah, let's go through the decks then. So this is Max's deck. He's playing an Underworld Dreams deck with Wheel of Fortune. So could do a lot of damage with that type of deck. He's playing 4 Black Vices, a couple of Earthquakes. It could be problematic for me because I play Knights and Orders. He's got the 4 Chain, got a Mox, 2 Moxes actually, to ramp out quite quickly. He's got the 2 Spirit Links, the Underworld Dreams, Swords, Disenchants, got 4 Factories, obviously there's 4 points there. Falling Star, Wheel of Fortune, Chaos Orb, 2 Felwar Stone, 2 Black Knight, 2 Disintegrate, 4 Sedge, and 4 White Knight and 4 Lightning Bolt. So a very interesting build here. We'll talk about Sideboard after the first game. But yeah, a very interesting build here, and those White Knights could be problematic against my mono black deck. So this is my mono black deck then. Yeah, very good. Could ramp out on you know, potentially on turn 2 cast 2 him to Tourach, or 2 Sinkholes, or maybe a Black Knight and a hint to Tourach. So very strong. Or we could do turn 1 Hippie. What I would say is, obviously, the card that I am missing is Underworld Dreams. I do think it's very good against those control decks. I like to draw extra cards. And there's a couple of times where I've really wanted to have the Underworld Dreams in my main. And I just didn't have them, unfortunately for me. I've got F&M promo ones, but yeah, I can't play them, unfortunately. So I have actually ordered 2 Italian ones, because I feel like it's affected this deck quite a lot, and even the Italian ones are like 30-40 euros each. So but let's I won't complain too much about what we don't have. We have got a very good deck here in got Paralyze, Aeolipile's Terror for removal, as well as Chaos Orb, the Assassin combo with Icy Manipulator. We've got the Drain Life. Derelor is pretty good, Sengir is good, so I can't complain too much. The deck is actually really good. So alright, let's go into the first match then, and then sideboarding after the first match. Alright, so this is Max's deck. Playing against his brother Felix quite a few times. Felix is always on the deck, which I don't mind playing control, but when you're playing against it, it can be a little bit annoying. But both good players. Both with very different strategies as well. Okay, so I think we can both keep our hands, so that's good. We start off with a Swamp, to Dark Ritual, to Hippie. Okay. I've already got a Lightning Bolt for the Hippie here. Yep. That's unfortunate. Dark Ritual into Derelor. Okay. That's going to be a little bit more troublesome to deal with. Might have a swords. Nope, no we don't. Just a black vice. We've only got 2 cards in hand, so it's not going to make much of a difference here. Cracking for 4. Got land, Aeolipile, and pass. So you might have a swords there with the white mana. It's got Chaos Orb, okay. So that Derelor is most probably going to be no more. Okay. Surprised he didn't activate it straight away, but we are playing black, so there's no way of getting rid of the Chaos Orb. Alright. And it's a hit. Derelor is gone. Play an Aeolipile and pass. Let's throw here. So we are struggling for creatures or anything like that. It's alright having the dark rituals here, but you can empty your hand quite quickly. And now we're just top decking land, so yeah. Had a quick start, but you had the right answers. Gonna crack in for free. Firewallstone here. And then BWR Dreams. So we're gonna go to 16. Gonna pass the turn. Are we gonna pass the turn? Nope, strip. Now pass, okay. This isn't looking very good the first game, if I'm honest. 13. With another Sedge, oh my god. Alright. Go to 12. Play a Black Knight. Not good against these free frees. Back in for 6 here, I presume. So he cracks in for 6. Gonna block and Aeolipile. That way I get to keep the Black Knight around at least. He's going to regenerate it. We're going to take 3. That regeneration on the trolls is it's really good. And a white knight, so we could Aeolipile that. Yep. Lose a life. And our scoop. I have seen enough. Let's go to sideboarding. So Max in his sideboard has disenchants, which aren't too effective against me. I don't play that many artifacts or enchantments. Divine Offering doesn't seem too great. Dust to Dust doesn't seem great. Sinkhole doesn't seem fantastic. And the Cursed Lance doesn't seem too fantastic either, so it's going to be interesting here. yeah, I'm not even too sure what he would bring in. Maybe the Sinkholes? Maybe disenchant if he thinks I'm going to bring in artifacts or enchantments. But it's going to be interesting to see how he sideboards here. Let's look at my deck then. Right, so my sideboard then has the Terrors. They're most probably coming in for the Sedges. Greed potentially could be coming in. Discs seem useful. Maybe the Aeolipile, but they're not too good against the Sedges, are they? So I think Terrors are definitely coming in. Not too sure about the rest though, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Let's go into game number 2 then. Alright. Game number 2. Alright, he mulligans and I keep, so thing is with mulliganing against black, you don't really want to, because they hint the Tourach you after you've mulliganed. Can be hugely problematic because you go down cards quite a lot. But obviously if you've got a hand that you possibly can't keep, then you're most likely better off just getting rid of it. Alright, let's see if Max can keep his 6 of card hand, potentially. No, he cannot. Oh my god, right. We're just going to fast forward to a keepable hand here. Alright, this looks like a keepable hand. He's mulligan to... Oh, is he mulligan to 4? Oh my god, okay. That's... Yeah, that's really bad for Max here. And a Mox. Could have himmed him there if we had one, so interesting that we didn't. Alright. Factory. Right, Aeolipile and pass. So no, that's just, this seems crazy. You know, this just seems absolutely nuts that I've not doing much here. I think on the mana. Cracking for 2 again. Aeolipile and pass. What the hell? Cracking for 2. Oh, 14 already. It looks like we're having really bad mana issues here. Alright, order and pass. Okay. So we've got an activation of Aeolipile here, so you cannot swing with the factory. A pass turn back. Got a Kraken for 2. 18. Black and White and pass, okay. But an Earthquake could be problematic here. Cracking for 4 again. Okay, so I'm going to wait for him to... Yeah, Aeolipile activation happens. Yeah, I'm going to pump as well. Alright, good first striking whenever, yeah, okay. So we did the first strike and pump instead of the activation of the Aeolipile. Swing for 4 here. He's effectively down to 8 because of the Aeolipiles. Play Hypnotic Specter. It's looking pretty bad for him. Unless he can cast an Earthquake for 2. Looks like he has got red mana now. Not too sure what that is. Yeah, I think it is an Earthquake for 2. So, he only got 2 in the deck, so I was lucky that he had it. Unfortunately for us. We sack the Aeolipile and shoot him for 2 here. Let's crack him for 2. That's why I take the one in the middle, yeah, can't quite see what that is. I think it's a Sedgetroll. Play another hippie, that's pretty good. Bolt one of them. And Spirit Link the other. Okay. So that's annoying. If we can kill him before the damage though, before he gains a life. He's quite low on life. Dark Ritual into Sengir here, so this is going to be problematic to deal with. And then pass the turn. City of Brass is not great. So you got a Wheel of Fortune here. Alright, lose the Chaos Orb. And a Paralyze and a Terror. He's going to bolt the hippie. Okay. Takes a damage from that. So he's facing down to Sengir and an Aeolipile activation. Crack him for 4. Gonna swords it. Four mana for a Derelor. And a White Knight, so that's going to block the Derelor all day long. I just want to activate the Aeolipile on the White Knight here. We do. Alright, let's see what happens here then. Alright, Sinkhole on the factory, that's pretty good. Pay the extra 1 because of the Derelor. Back in for 4. He goes to 1. And then Black and White. Let's see what happens. Another City of Brass, which is not great. White Knight can block the Derelor, the Black Knight, I suppose. Alright. An Urborg. Crack him for unblockable. Okay, so you got a bolt for it. Alright, Royal Assassin. Pass a turn to him. Free mana for no. Yeah, free mana for a falling star. Alright. You might have a bolt for the Derelor. No, he hasn't. Just wanted to kill the assassin. I suppose if he didn't, then he was dead to a swing in with both. All the orders here got protection as white, so that's really problematic for him. My girlfriend seems to be ringing me every 2 seconds about the order. Alright, and Sinkhole on the Urborg. I don't know why, but she keeps bloody ringing me. See my head in. Alright. Pass the turn with all that mana. Unbelievable. This is on a mulligan to 4 here, I think, from Max, so that's absolutely crazy. Right, strip. Strip on the red mana. Sinkhole on the red mana again, so if he wants to play any red spells, he's got to activate City of Brass. Alright, he's got BWR Dreams there. Okay, 4 mana? Maybe because of the Derelor? Okay. Draw, taking no damage. Aeolipile and shoot him. There you go, finally. Alright, let's go to game number 3. Game number 3 then. Alright. So, Badlands and Pass. Sinkhole, they land. Hopefully we got another one. Yes, we have. Thank God for that. City of Brass. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Hopefully got a terror here for the Sedge, or we could be in trouble. And pass the turn. Terror it is. Oh yeah, another one. Oh my god. Alright. Came to Tourach him. Two middle ones. I can't see what they are. Fortunately. Massive glare. Lose 3 to the Sedge Troll here. He loses another 2 for the City of Brass. But these Sedges are looking pretty darn big. Don't know how I'm going to get out of this. Alright, order. And a pass. Land from him. What is that? An earthquake for 1? My god. Okay. Should have lost some life there. 12. Okay. Should it be on 12 and he should be on 13. Well, he has got it on his... I don't know. Maybe we did do it. I don't know. I remember. Right, Sengir here. I'll take the free. I'll keep the Sengir around. I'm not going to fall for any boat shenanigans. I think he's trying to work out how much damage here. So he's going to have to pay 2 more life if he wants to cast out BWR Dreams. And he would go to 11. Sengir would knock him down to 7. Alright, he decides not to. Crack him for 4. He's down to 9. Another land. Oh, double Hypnotic Specter. He's gonna belt one of them. I'll crack him for 3, knock me down to 8. Doesn't want to play the BWR Dreams because he would just die. Crack him for 6 here. Loses the BWR Dreams. Just pass the turn. Not sure what he can draw here. Down to 5. And he draws a land. And a swamp in hand. Next card was a strip. And some useless cards, except from the hippie, obviously. Alright. Hope you enjoyed the match here, guys. Give the video a like if you like it. And you take care. Alright. Bye-bye. Now, if you like the work that I do and the videos that I provide, think about subscribing to the channel. And have a great day. You take care, guys. Bye-bye.